Hey everyone, today you're going to learn everything you need to know about imprinting, from what is it to how to reduce the cuddle timer, as well as how to best optimize your server for the best settings. Now with that all being said, let's get into it. First off, we're going to discuss what exactly imprinting is and the benefit to it. So the role of imprinting goes to the one who claims the creature at birth, and then from that point to full maturation, it is up to that player to help the creature reach 100% imprint. Once the creature has reached 100% imprint, it will then get a 30% damage boost, as well as a 30% damage reduction for the person who imprinted it, rides it. And then for everyone else, it will get a 20% base stats to everything, except for stamina, oxygen, torpidity, and movement speed for flyers. So on the screen right now, as you can see, here's an example. So this is a dodo at level 1. And with non-imprint, you can see it's got 45 health. However, if you were to get that level 1 dodo and to get it to 100% imprint, it will then have a health of 54. Now, the cool thing about stat bonuses is that they will remain with the creature regardless. So even if the person that imprints on the creature leaves the tribe, or you sell this Rex to, say, another tribe, right? It's still getting the 20% boost. And then what's also cool is, let's say that tribe resells you back this Rex, and the guy that imprinted the creature gets on the Rex. He's going to get his 30% boost. I mean, the only time the status will go away, of course, is when the creature's dead. Now, there is something key to note. The imprint bonus will not go to offspring of the creature, nor does it go to the cloned versions. All right, the cloned versions do not get an imprint bonus at all, and the babies do not get an imprint from their parents, alright? It doesn't carry over. Alright, so now we're going to discuss how to actually imprint on the creature. So once you've claimed the creature at the start, then on official, every 8 hours, you're going to need to care for the creature in order to raise its imprint percentage. So, every 8 hours, the person will have to either take the creature on a walk. Now this is approximately 0 to 20 foundations, however this can vary. And do note, if you are using a Predopticon, then it's going to be even longer than that. Now, the next one is cuddle with the creature. Simply go up to it and press the command prompt Y on the Xbox, and there you go, and it'll be up its percent. And then the final way is to simply feed a kibble request at the time. So for example, my Parasaur might want dodo kibble, for example, right? And then all you got to do is simply grab the kibble. I've already put mine in my inventory, but you grab it, and then you want to head straight to your final inventory slot, put it there, and then activate the command prompt. And there you go. Now, the current list of kibbles, according to the wiki, are in the pinned comment below. And do note that as soon as I know extinction kibbles, they will be added in there as well. Now, the last bit you need to understand is the female Predopticon and how it actually helps. So, if you chuck a creature in a female mate-boosted Predopticon, then it will actually double your imprint. So, for example, let's talk about the Parasaur. The Parasaur requires 3 imprints in its duration on official, right? And every imprint is 33%. Now, if you were to chuck that Parasaur into the Predopticon, and you were to give it its imprint care while in the Predopticon, instead of getting 33%, you're going to get 66%. So, it's really useful if you put it in a Predopticon, because it's going to save you a lot of time in the future. You know, that saves you basically 8 hours. You've just saved yourself another like 8 hours sleep. So do that definitely. Now do note though, the creature will only be in the Predopticon's pouch until juvenile. So make sure you can just use that as much as you can before it pops out when it's in its juvie stage, because then it'll be a bit of a pain from that point on. So in order to reduce the cuddle timer on your own server, simply head to the advanced section and find baby cuddle interval multiplier. And then once you find this setting, if you want to make the imprint timer lower, say for example 4 hours, you simply need to lower the timer. Now if you want to make it more than that, say 16 hours plus, you simply need to put the timer above 1. Now, the examples of the timers are on the screen right now to help you figure this out. Now, do note though, just changing this setting can seriously mess up your entire server, and it actually goes hand in hand with the baby mature speed, which we're going to break down in the second bit. So in order to get the right server settings and know the percentage you will get per imprint, you need to understand the math behind it, as well as change the baby mature speed and the cuddle time appropriately as they go hand in hand. So an example is, let's say you make the cuddle every 30 seconds. but you decide to leave baby mature speed the way it is. So for example, a parasaur takes approximately 26 hours and 27 minutes, right? So you leave it at that much for it to mature, but the cuddle's every 30 seconds. What's going to happen is every cuddle will most likely be 0 to 1%, as the game is trying to make sure you get the right amount of imprints for the duration of the maturation time. So to put it simply, in order for you to understand the percentage you will get per imprint, is the math provided on the screen right now. So with this math, you will easily be able to find out the percentage your creatures will get on your server per imprint. Now I recommend seconds, as it is so much easier in seconds, but each to their own. Effectively, if you do this right, you're going to make it where you can effectively raise a giga in 20 minutes at full imprint. Let's do an example to understand how this can be the case. So, unofficial, a parasaur will take 26 hours, 27 minutes, and 17 seconds. That equates to 95237 seconds. And every 8 hours is the imprint, unofficial. And that equates to 28800 in seconds. So, going off the math, as you can see, by getting the parasaur seconds and dividing it by 8 hours, you can see it is going to be 3 imprints in order for the creature to hit hit 100% imprint at the time it hits the end of its maturation, right? And then if you go 100 divided by 3, you're going to see that the imprint is going to be 33% per imprint. So, an example of how the baby maturation speed is, so like, because it goes by percentage. Baby mature speed goes by percentage, so 1%, 2%, 3%. It's currently on the screen right now to help you understand it, so you know how to break it down, as well as in the link in the description below to a percentage calculator that will help you, get the right percentage of it. So, 50% of the 95237 and all that, so you can easily make this a bit easier on yourself. The last setting we need to discuss is the baby imprinting stat scale multiplier. This setting increases or decreases what buff the imprinting gives you. Those buffs are the imprinter buff and the base stat buff. So, let's say your server only allows you to reach 50% imprint, and then that's it, right? If you adjust these settings correctly, you can actually make it where getting to 50%, you will get that 100% buff, right? So as you know, 100% will give you a 30% imprinter boost and a 20% imprinter boost. Now, if you only make it 50, that would be 15 and 10, right? But if we use the multiplier, which by the way goes by multiplication, so 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, you'll get it correctly. So if we go to 2.0, as you can see on the screen right now, we will get a bonus of 60% imprinter bonus and a 40% base stat bonus. Now, if my server can only make it to 50%, that's going to be a 30% rider bonus and the 20% base stats. And that's literally it. So I hope this helped you guys understand the imprinting stats and how to reduce the cuddle time and how to best optimize your server. There is additional information in the description below, so that way it can help you guys sort this all out. But with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the next video, and I'm definitely keen for Extinction when it comes out. So with that being said, I'll see you soon.